Hey everybody, today we're going to talk about state tables from Johnson Controls CCT. State tables are easy once you learn them, but until you learn them, they're hard. If you don't know what you're looking at, it's kind of a lot of information to take in. But I'm going to show you how to troubleshoot a controller only using state tables. So let's go over here and customer calls. We got the cooling valve 100% open and we got the heating valves 100% open. Why? That should never ever happen, right? So let's just go over state tables and see what's going on. State tables are like priority levels. The top is the highest priority ever, and then you go down to the next one and the next one and the next one. But it always goes down from the top down. A star means null, means go to the next line. If something's highlighted, if you're commissioned into it or you're in simulation mode, it's going to turn green. It's going to tell you that this line is actually causing this action to do it. This side tells this side which state to be in. That's why it's called a state table. So we can go down the line here. Look, low temp alarm is an alarm. Well, that's causing the cooling valves to be off, but nothing else. We go down here. Smoke control is in shutdown mode. That's causing the outside air damper to be closed and the supply fan to be emergency off. Okay. We go down, that covers all that, so it doesn't matter that this is in hold because it's being commanded at a higher level. So the only things that we don't have are these guys. And look, unit enables and shutdown, that's causing that to be false. And I'll show you what happens when we put the unit enable. Now it goes down to, it finds heating idle. So heating is required and cooling isn't because of this right here. And that's it. That's how easy. All these in here are states, and what a state is if you view the logic, all these are states. We're in water flush, so we click on water flush and we can tell that the cooling percent is at 100% due to flush position. If we're in off, we would be telling the cooling to be 0. This is what it's doing. So this was what it would be doing if it was 0. Max, 100%. But it's not coming from, that's coming from this constant float. It has nothing to do with the flush position. So we can change, say the sequence says to flush it at 50%. We can change this flush to 50% and we can still have a max. That's what we're in. T control is going to be the PID loop. H control is another PID loop. That's it. I mean, we have a low temperature, and that's based on all this. So these are states. Everything on here is a state, and this is telling what state to do. This column over here, all this, usually comes from state generations, and I'll show you that. The output of this is the state selection. State selection. State selection. State selection. But not always the case, because we talked about low temp alarm. Low temp alarm is actually coming straight from here, straight to state selection. So it's that easy. I'm just going to stop there. It's going to be a really quick video today. If you got any more questions about it, we can holler. We don't want to go into making these because you really have to know all your enumerations and link the enumerations up. See how we're turning this is basically a boolean into a enumerated state? That's what you can do on a state table. You can create a boolean point over here and change it to whatever enumerated state you think it needs to be in over here. So when you're creating stuff from scratch, it's a little bit harder, but we're not going to go into that today. I think this is a good overview of the state tables. If you got any more questions, just please leave a comment or email me. Thanks.